Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mideje. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, you're so welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking with me. I just want to thank you guys for the year 2021. It was so amazing, and if you think 2021 was good, 2022 is about to get better. We're smashing goals, but making money. 2022 is actually the money year. Cheers to more content, cheers to more subscribers, cheers to more relatable content in 2022. And thank you guys for always supporting me. Like, this is work o'clock. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'll be telling you about accommodation in the UK. This is actually a very broad topic, and I feel it's actually that time of the year where people are deliberating on moving houses and all of those stuff. So in this video, I'll be telling you the cost of moving depending on your location. If you've not seen my video on factors to consider before relocating to a new environment in the UK, I'll leave the link up here as you can see. But in this video, I'll just be telling you the cost of moving, types of houses we have in the UK, where to get suitable apartment in the UK. So if you're interested in any of this, just keep watching. What you should know about accommodation in the UK is that it can be a little bit hectic moving houses. That you should know. So patience is the first virtue you have to possess in looking for houses in the UK. It is quite stressful. If you want to move in, let's say December, start looking for houses from August or let's say September. Like, give yourself that 3 months gap. If you are looking for a place to stay or to rent, ensure that you get somewhere that is suitable for your career, for your family size, for your taste. You should have a taste. You should have what you're looking forward to. Okay, ensure that wherever you want to get, don't take house out of pity. That landlord is begging me, that agency is on my neck, don't do it. So next, I'll be talking about the various websites you can go to. Just click on them, you will get various options of accommodation. Okay, these are the most popular ones in the UK, and if you go there, you get to see different ranges of accommodation depending on what you're looking for and your location. Firstly, we have Rightmove. Rightmove is actually not only for people that want to rent a house, it's also good for people that want to buy a house. I'll leave all the links in the description box below, and then I'll leave them on your screen. So we have Rightmove, we have Zoopla. This is very, very popular. We have Open Rent, we have Spare Room. Spare Room is usually for people that want to get like just a room, like shared apartment. Okay, usually you won't find like a house or a flat on Spare Room. It's usually shared apartment. Okay, and I will actually discuss what a shared apartment is anyways for people that don't know. So we have Find the Hood, that's also one of the websites. Gumtree, we have Room Buddies. Room Buddies is just like a shared apartment too, like a flat share. It's good for students actually that are just migrating to the UK or they are already here. We have Room Go, then we have Easy Roommates, then Move Bubble. So next, guys, I'd just like to talk about the various types of houses we have in the UK. Like, when it comes to the structure, we have shared apartment. And what does a shared apartment mean? So a shared apartment is like there are 6 rooms in a house. So what you take one room. Well, that's something related to, if you know Face Me I Face You Nigeria, yes, that kind of thing. That just rings in my head right now. So that kind of thing, that's a shared apartment. So you get to share toilet and bathrooms. Also an ensuite. An ensuite is just like a shared apartment, but you have your own toilet and bathroom. Does that make any sense? So in shared apartment, you're actually literally sharing the toilet and the bathroom, and you're sharing the kitchen. But for an ensuite, you have your toilet and bathroom. So this is usually better for people that don't like to share their convenience. I'll tell you the cost of all these things depending on your location as the video goes. Okay, we have what we call a studio flat. A studio flat for Africans or Nigerians to be precise, that's what we know as self-contained. When I got here first, I usually call it self-contained, but here it's called a studio. So if you hear a studio, that's what it means. And what's the structure like? You have your own room, you have your own toilet and bathroom, then you have your own kitchen. Okay, so you have all your amenities to yourself, and sometimes you even get, like myself, that's where I stay now, guys. I relocated, as you can see. We have a new space, okay. And sometimes you even get to pay your water bills, your council tax, your electricity and gas by yourself. I think I prefer that. Even for shared apartment and all of that, sometimes it's all bills inclusive, so you just pay everything. Usually for shared apartment, or in suite, you pay all the bills, everything to the landlord. We have a 1-bedroom, of course, a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, even 10-bedroom, depends on your choice or your family size. So if you don't know this, for couples that are just new in the UK, or maybe they've even been here for a while and they want to actually get an apartment, you can actually stay in a studio, a studio where you have your own kitchen, toilet and bathroom and all of that amenities to yourself, rather than stay in a shared apartment. Most landlords in the UK will not really allow you to stay in a shared apartment, like one room, just one room. Well, maybe an ensuite, some of them I do, but a one room, just a shared apartment, they might not allow you. New immigrants in the UK, or you've been here, you just want to get an apartment with your partner and you want to start very small, it's actually very advisable to go for a studio. You have your space to yourself, you have your privacy. And usually for couples that have children in UK, if you have a boy and a girl, they stay in separate rooms. God will not bless you, you have like 2 girls, 2 boys, separate rooms. For people that have a boy and a girl, or boys and girls, depending, as far as they are different sex or opposite sex, you will need to get nothing less than 3-bedroom flat. It's just what it is here in the UK. But if they are the same sex, they can still stay in one room, while the parents stay in one room. That's 2 rooms. But different sex, forget about it. Forget about it. And you have to abide by it. You can ask me, J, okay, what if we didn't know? Then we know. You can't even lie. Even if you lie for a while, they will catch you. And you don't want to, you are new in the country, you don't want to have bad records. It's not really good for you, trust me. You don't want to be labeled. Go for what you can afford. If you have a partner, come together. It's a teamwork here in the UK. Amidst partners. I'm not married, but then I know people that are married and I know how it works here. So many couples come together, they work together. Something is 2 naira, you drop 1 naira, the man drops 1 naira. It is not too easy here. You pay lots and loads of bills. If you are somebody that entertains visitors a lot, we are Africans. Some people, their mother-in-law, father-in-law, or their mothers or parents will want to come around. You have sisters or brothers that want to come around. You really entertain people. You might need to get an extra guest room for your visitor. Also in the UK, guys, we have something we call furnished apartment and non-furnished apartment. If you go on all these websites I've given you, all these sites, you will see something related to that. And then if you don't know, you might be a bit confused. I will do a separate video on the pros and cons of a furnished and unfurnished apartment. If you really want to see it, just let me know. What is a furnished apartment? As the word implies, furnished apartment is just like an accommodation whereby the landlord or the house owner provides everything, almost everything, the basics, your furniture, your bed, your wardrobe, provides the washing machine, sometimes your cushion, whatever, and all of that things in your sitting room. Literally, you have most of the things you need. All you have to do is carry your bag and move into the house. But for an unfurnished, it's literally an empty space. So when I got this place, guys, it was actually unfurnished. And if you're somebody that loves aesthetics, you love to blending colors, as you can see, do different things, play around your room, your house, you might actually need an unfurnished. But for people that they don't mind, a furnished is good for you. I'd like to talk about the procedures before actually getting a place in the UK. What are the procedures? Okay, so usually when you want to get an apartment, the first thing is go on the site, or there are some agencies online that actually give people that provide houses for you. When you go to this site, sometimes if you don't have an agency, you get an apartment, they will book you for viewing. Okay, just like we do in Africa, right? You go for viewing, you go to see the house and all of that. You ask questions. Please ask questions. Me, the day I came to check this house, I opened the taps. My dear, open that tap. The water might not be running well. Open the tap, on the lights. Ensure most of the sockets are working. Ask whoever is with you, is it a central heating? Do I have to pay for the bills myself? What's the estimate of the bills? Is there a car park? And usually, guys, I would actually recommend that you get somewhere that you can regulate your eating by yourself, especially if it's a studio of, you know, a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom. If it's a shared apartment or an suite, you will usually have a general, because you are not the only one in the house, so you usually have a general eating system. But if it's a flat or a studio, you know, that's of course self-contained, right? A studio, 1 bedroom and all of that. Ensure you get the one that you can regulate by yourself, because I have friends that actually complain about the houses they got. You know, I have a friend who got an apartment almost when I got mine, and the eating system is regulated by the landlord. This house is massive, like they have like 10 flats in there, so it's regulated by one eating system. Ow! Now she wants to move out, and she's not even 6 months in the house. Ensure that you get somewhere that, if possible, you pay your own bills. And then, what are the advantages of paying your own bills? It helps you to boost your credit score. So guys, after taking you to the apartment, you've checked everything, you've asked questions, you are happy, they might tell you to go and wait. Usually you're not the only one who will be viewing the apartment. There might be quite a couple of people, so the owner of the house owner or the agency might get to decide who gets the house. So when you come for the view, they will ask you, what do you do? They don't want to give the house to somebody that won't pay bills, like that will owe bills. So usually they ask you, what do you do, what's your family size, what are, you know, they ask you basic questions. They also, as you are protecting your part, they also want to protect their side too. Fortunately, if you are giving the apartment, they will send you some document. There are loads of paperwork in the UK regarding moving and all of that. It can be stressful. I remember when I was doing I was like, what's happening here? What is all this? They'll run a credit check on you. They run a credit check on you. They want to know your credit score. Credit score just shows your ability to actually pay, like maintain a financial financial commitment. You are taking things on credit. How are you paying back? They even contact your employer. So you know, you have to be legal in the UK really to secure an apartment. That's all I'm just trying to tell you. And then after running all the checks and all of that, the next thing, they will send you the tenancy agreement. You read through it. Read through your tenancy agreement properly, guys, please. It is very, very important. Don't skip any line. I gave myself 2 days because I was working during that period, 2 whole days just to sit down and check everything in total, because there might be something that you might not really like in one line like that, and then when you sign it, it's a sign. And usually they run a contract here in the UK. Most landlords tell you 6 months or a year, it depends. So meaning that in that 6 months you cannot move forward. They'll give you the tenancy agreement, you sign it, and then of course the landlord signs it too. They will link you up with how to pay your water bills, your electricity bills, your gas and all of that thing. When you move in, you know, they run a check on you, they ask you questions. There are various providers of electricity in the UK. It's not like Nigeria that we just have NEPA or PSC and that's it. Over here we have Shell, they have Together Energy, so many things. It's actually confusing for me. When the day they called me, I'm like, okay, which one is the most affordable? Because I was just so confused. There are lots, and they'll give you loads. They'll bombard you. Yeah, they know. These service providers in the UK, they know how to bombard you with information. They will give you so many. You'll be confused. Get somebody that is really experienced about, you know, all these electricity providers, gas providers to put you through. So of course, when you finish all these things, then they give you your key. They hand over your key for you. They give you moving date. Then usually you pay a day to the moving date. Prior to that, guys, I forgot this, you will pay an holding deposit. So they usually collect deposit here in the UK, like huge deposits. They can collect. For me, I paid 5 weeks deposit, more than a month rent. So you have to be ready for all these things. In the UK, it's not only getting the money for the house, you must be ready for extra bills. And the moment you go and view an apartment and they've given you the house, even before paying that deposit or your rent, they will collect holding fee. So the deposit and the holding fee and all of that is actually what makes it expensive moving. And the cost of moving is also not too easy. Getting a van, moving stuff here and there, I actually experienced a bit of that. That's why you should move whenever you are ready to move. I'd just like to talk about a run through of the estimate of houses in the UK. Usually, I've said it a couple of times, London is one of the most expensive places to stay in the UK. It's almost the most expensive to stay in the UK. So if you are somebody just migrating to the UK and you're staying in London, or you're outside London, you want to migrate to London, just know that it is not too cheap. And to me personally, I tell people there's London, there's outside London, and there's North England. North England includes Manchester, Yorkshire, and all of those places. Those places are more affordable than most places outside London, if that makes sense. So I'll just run through some of the prices estimates. Okay, the cost of what you will pay depends on the location, you know, how close you are to amenities, to the town center, to the transport links and all of that. And it also depends on the landlord. It depends on how furnished the house is, or if it's not furnished, how stylish it is. You know, all these things play a major role in how much you're gonna pay. So some landlords want it all bills inclusive, while some will tell you to pay your bills separately. So usually for shared apartments, it's all bills inclusive. In London, you can get like range from 450 to 600, while outside London, you can be lucky, you get like 350 to 500. For a studio in London, usually the range, a studio, a nice one, you get like 900 to like 11 or 12 sometimes, while outside London like 500 to 800. Do you get? For 2 rooms in London, according to my own research and estimate, let's say 1001 to 19 averagely, while outside London you will get to like 11 to 400. Okay, so you can see how expensive London is. For 3 rooms averagely in London, you will get 1,800 to 2,500. That's a lot of money. And it also depends, is it central London, my love? Central London is very expensive, while outside London you will see 1,500 to 2,000 rather than the 2,500 of London, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to let you know that it is a bit pricey in London. So if you cannot afford it, my dear, just stay where you are. But then it depends on your career. What if your job is moving you to London? Usually they pay high cost allowance for nurses, you know, for medical practitioners working with NHS. They pay a bit of high cost allowance, so you can shuffle that. Be a team. If you have a partner, work together. It's actually easy to run accommodation here in the UK alone. We that we are single like this gone, we are complaining. First time they removed the money for the light and the gas, my chest splitted into 2. I also wanted to actually build my credit score. You know, I'll get a house in the UK, God's willing, you know, all of those things. I need a car. This year is the year, guys. I need to do loads of things I would actually need my credit score for. When I wanted to move, I looked at my credit score like, this thing is not gonna shift. I can't wait to share where I got my stuffs nicely and affordable in the UK. I'll do a separate video on that. I'll bring you along with me. So for students that are just migrated to the UK, actually I've advised them to come together. If you have friends who are also students and you're not living in campus or on campus or whatever, get people with you, people that are well trusted. You know, if you're not comfortable, just get a studio. But then if you think you can't afford to get a studio, get an ensuite. Or even if it's a shared apartment or a flat, get people together, go on places like that, spare room and all of those things. You actually get people like bodies. This is UK, everybody mind their business. So guys, I'm actually done with this video. If you find it very helpful, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment and share to anyone that you think needs it. Guys, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That's the bell like symbol on your screen, so you can be duly notified whenever I post a new video. Don't forget, it is actually very important. I'll see you guys in my next video. Then I wish you guys a happy new year once again. Happy new year 2022. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, you know how we do it. Peace and light always.